All right, guys, welcome to the team call tonight. It's a little special event call on the advent of the launch of a program that's probably going to. I think it has the potential to beat 21 Day Fix in popularity and effective. I mean, I'm not sure about effectiveness, but just in popularity, I think what 21 Day Fix has done for giving people I guess, like the physical boundaries or guidelines or framework. This is going to do it for emotional, which is really the basis for all of our long-term change. So I'm pretty excited. And so Lauren is partnering with me to kind of lay out a launch plan. Maybe some of you have already started some stuff, and that's awesome. And let me just kind of do a little disclaimer. There's nothing that says that that you have to follow exactly what we're doing. But as a leader, I love to be able to give you, when I can, as much guidance and an environment for you to partner with me. The more we can lean on each other, the better. But I understand that, other people, you want to create your own environments and you have your own ideas. Please, by all means, this is your business. But if we can leverage each other and create more of a community support and bring people into Team Phoenix and when they see us working together, that only helps them and it only helps us. And, people love to be a part of women working together. So anybody who's new, this is your first time on the team call, because there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people here, which means somebody's bound to be new. And there's been a lot of new coaches added in the past couple of weeks. So welcome to Team Phoenix if that's you, or if this is just your first time on the call. I'm so glad you're here. I think there's such a value in getting here face-to-face, even though it's virtual, rather than just the Facebook posts and all that good stuff. So thanks for being here with me tonight and with each other. So I'm assuming all of you know what To Be Mindset is all about. I'm going to have Lauren in a moment kind of take you through. We have a little slideshow that my corporate mentor gave me to kind of give us a little background on it, or just to make sure that we all kind of understand what's going on. We're just going to skim through some of this stuff because I know you guys are smart and can read the back office. If you don't already know that all of this information is available to you in the Coach Online office, corporate is amazing at sharing these resources. If you just go, what is it, Lauren? teambeachbody.com/2B-mindset. There's a crap ton of training on this information. The FAQs have all the pricing. So that's available to you. But we're just going to kind of review real quickly, and then we're going to share what we kind of have set up to support people, because tomorrow, I know a lot of people are already planning to purchase. And I know many of you are like, yeah, I haven't done anything. Nothing. But I wanna. So we're gonna give you some guidance there too, in terms of, what can you do now if you haven't. And if anybody at any time wants to speak up and share their idea, share something that's working for them, please, 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 we love these calls to be interactive and we want to hear what's working for people. So definitely use the chat if you have questions, but if you want to speak up, I'm for that. So Lauren, do you want to go ahead and do you have that slideshow open?
Yeah, I'm opening it right now. I had to restart my computer because Zoom just isn't liking me on video for whatever reason lately. All right. Let me go ahead and share your screen.
Oh. Can you share screen?
Yep. Or maybe it won't let me. You can share yours.
Okay. I can do that. Do I need to? Oh, there you go.
It let me. All right. So. All right, everyone see it? Is that showing up for everyone? All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, To Be Mindset. I know we haven't really talked a ton about this program. I feel like it was announced and then it kind of was quiet about it, and then Super Saturday happened, and so I know some of you may have had time to look it over, maybe haven't. This is Lana Molstein. She's the one who created the program. She lost 100 pounds herself doing this program, and that's how she developed it. Her own weight loss that she's kept off, and I believe this is her second pregnancy, like still kind of keeping with the principles. So she's been able to gain weight on her pregnancies, lose it, and that kind of stuff. And I have no idea if I can still enjoy that mango. So what you get, you're going to get the Getting Started guide. And then that's kind of like your cheat sheet, that stuff you can get started with pretty much right away. And then the program guide, which has the summary of the principles and the food list. And that one, I believe is she calls it like her on-the-go guide that you can take with you anywhere. So if you're like out at a restaurant, you can have the principles on hand and the foods, as well as you'll get a recipe booklet, which if you've been looking in our group, she has a lot of really yummy recipes. If you've tried any of them, I'm like obsessed with her Wonder Whips lately, but they're really good. So I'm excited to see the recipe booklet. And then the tracker. So you get a physical tracker. I believe it tracks 90 days in the tracker, in the physical one that you can write in. And it isn't like any other tracker that they've had before. Eventually, you'll be able to track on the app once that releases in June. But for the time being, you can go ahead and get started and you're supposed to write down everything you eat. Like, if you eat 10 animal crackers, you write down 10 animal crackers. Like, you know, every piece of mango that Meg is eating right now, she's going to log in on her journal. And then you get a 30-ounce water bottle with the motivational sayings that kind of help remind you the principles of 2B Mindset as you're going through it. The app will be available June 4th. The 4th. I know through the 3rd you can get the promotional pricing before the app releases, so I'm just assuming that June 4th is the date. But you'll be able to, in that app, track everything, your food, your water, and also track your progress, as well as access any of the videos. So if you're on the go and you're trying to remember something, you'll be able to access it there. Yeah, so this is what they look like: the quick start guide, program guide, the tracker, recipe book. So in the videos, if you're wondering, it's about it's around 2 hours worth of content total if you add up all the videos together. Most of them are pretty short, more like 5-minute videos. So if you're like, I don't know how I'm gonna have time to sit down and watch all these videos, they're like little short ones. So you could easily go and watch like one little principle at a time. You are supposed to watch them in order. And I think the longest video she said is about a half hour, and that one she actually like takes you through the grocery store and talks about like reading food labels and how to like grocery shop. So that one is like the most in-depth. That one's a little bit longer, but most of them are pretty short. Sorry, I just read your comment, Nicole, who has only has 10 animal crackers. Anyways, I enjoyed that. So here are the different pack options. So you can see here that the retail price versus the coach price. So for you guys in the US here, I don't think anyone from the UK is on at 9 o'clock at night, but if you are, I give you major props. But tomorrow, I guess technically at 3 a.m. Eastern time, 12 o'clock Pacific time, this will launch. So our UK folks will be able to access it pretty much right when they wake up in the morning, around 8, so their time. $74.25 for the US. And over here you can see it's 74 volumes. So if you or your coaches are inactive, that is enough to make you active. So that's pretty awesome right there. And then here we have our regular price. Retail price is $119. And this is Oh, yeah. So this will be what the price goes to after that promo period of May 2nd through June 3rd. It will go up to 119, 145, or 119 pounds. And then the volume will increase as well. And then the coach price goes up about $15. All right. So obviously, so we've gone over everything in the basic kit. Then obviously, as far as with getting people on board, new coaches or customers, they have the ability to get a Shakeology challenge pack with it, which is an awesome value. It's $160. I'm probably saying that before I even click onto that part, but it is $160. And it includes everything in the 2B Mindset kit, plus Shakeology and the shaker cup. So if you have new customers or even old customers who need Shakeology and it's been a while, they can get the challenge pack. All right. So we have, yeah, $160, and then that will go up to $180 after the promo period. And then we have the last, like the ultimate pack, if you will, is 2B Mindset, BOD if they don't have it, and Shakeology. So, that's anyone who really wants to get everything in. They want the nutrition covered. They want the exercise covered. And they obviously want Shakeology because that's going to help them with both. So, so that one is, as you can see, it's $200, which I think is an incredible value considering when the BOD challenge pack first launched, it was basically $200 on its own. And so anyways, it's incredible value because really for only $40 more, they're getting BOD. So then if they upgrade from the challenge pack, but that will give them all their bases covered. But the nice thing is it gives them options. So if you have someone who already like really is set in their workout program, they can just get the 2B Mindset with Shakeology and continue doing that. But if they want guidance and they want to follow a workout program, they can, for $40 more, be able to access all of BOD. So I still can't get over that deal. It's amazing to me. And then that will go up to $220 after the promo price or promo period. So where to buy? Team Beachbody, click on the new nutrition programs tab, click on 2B Mindset. It is not included in BOD. So if you weren't sure about that, it's not included, but it's a one-time purchase. So unlike BOD, where it's renewing quarterly, annually, this is a one-time buy-in, and then you have the content for life. So it's a really amazing value, in my opinion. So here, yes, so it's separate. It does not give you access to BOD. And obviously, it will be a separate app on your phone once that launches. You can watch Beachbody on demand if you have it. You can click New Nutrition tab and click on 2B Mindset, and you can access all your videos right there until that app launches. All right. Click on videos to watch. And then there's resources that have PDFs and digital print. So there's also a digital version of all the printed materials that you get. So if you want more tracker sheets, more of the on-the-go guides, all of that you can access in the resources. So, so it's pretty awesome, I think. I'm really excited about this. Anyways. Yes, June 4th. Okay, so I wasn't wrong. So June 4th is when the app will launch. So the promo pricing is good until basically the day that launches, the promo pricing is gone. So which I think is awesome. You save $20 just because you don't have an app, and then you're going to have the app and you'll be able to access it as soon as June 4th rolls around. And then you'll just search for Beachbody Nutrition. And then you'll use your login to unlock the videos on the app. So you can't purchase through the app, but you'll be able to, if you've purchased online or your customers have purchased online, or if they do at that point, then they'll be able to access it. And you'll be able to do all the tracking straight on your phone. So I'm going to turn this over to Megan. She's going to talk about more of like a plan of action and what you can be doing starting today to kind of start crushing those goals.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm glad she highlighted that. Yeah, this is a separate thing. That's going to be a question that people will ask. Wait a minute, I got BOD called, it's called All Access. That's not All Access. I was lied to. I think when we position this as a premier nutrition course, it's not, we can separate it from, Beachbody fitness programs. And so there's, kind of a separation from the kind of content and the value that they're getting. And that's why it's important if you're used to calling it the All Access Pass. Beachbody has even started to call it the annual Beachbody on Demand pass or whatever. They're not using All Access anymore, just because people can be confused if they assume that would be included. So just kind of keep that messaging in mind. And I like the idea of calling it a course or a workshop as opposed to a program. Since for me, I've been talking about BOD forever to hundreds of people probably, like you'll have access to every program forever. And now I gotta be like, okay, I need to call this something other than a program then, if I've already told people that. So just kind of semantics, but keep it in mind. And I think she made this clear, but just so you know, she does have that coach test group, and we all are going to want to be in that coach test group. It is going to be different than Autumn's, just so you know. And if you're in Autumn's, the big test group with 40,000 people, that was just a free for all of craziness. They are keeping this a lot tighter. Only admins will be able to post, meaning Alana and the nutrition experts that are going to be in there. So you can comment below that posts and stuff, but it'll be a lot tidier, a lot easier to gather information. So that's a good thing. But Alana will be going live in there. Alana will be talking through this program. And for those of you, if you're one of those people who does not feel like you're going to follow this, maybe you're a fitness girl and you're like, I don't really need this for myself, but I want to help people with it. Obviously, you definitely still hear what Alana has to say, and make an opportunity or make an effort to take advantage of that. But I think the deadline is the 3rd to get in there of June. But I think she starts like this month, so you're going to want to opt into that sooner than later. And if you didn't notice, about a half an hour ago or so, I posted in our team page a little incentive for you guys to order your kits and share it with people. I have an incentive, like a raffle entry, for every To Be Mindset kit you order, or yours, the one that you order, and then anybody that you sell it to. So just a fun way to create some hype and excitement around this program. Yes, Nicole says shoes. I'm speaking her language. I'm the same. If I can't wear it or eat it, I don't want it. Don't give me flowers. Something I can wear or eat. So just take a peek at that. I'm doing Nikes of your choice. The lovely Katie Auerhahn won that pair for during the 80-day obsession launch. Yes, Chelsea, I'm with you. Like at first I was like, oh, this is going to be awesome for my people. 80-day obsessions got me my head around food great. So I really didn't feel like I needed it. However, I'm going to go ahead and implement it just because. Why not? Like I feel like there's a lot that I could learn. I might be surprised. I might be amazed. And I just love what it's all about. I mean, I've learned a lot from, I'm friends with a lot of people in the test group, and I've got a lot of inside information about it. And I mean, it sounds like it's like revolutionary. I'm sorry, I'm making sure I'm not missing any questions right here in the chat. Okay. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is more like by the way, they're offering a To Be Mindset certification come summer. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that looks like, but I think it's pretty cool that they're already putting that on their radar as something that that there might be a need for. So if you fall in love with this, hey, maybe you want to become a 2B and Mindset certified, whatever they want to call it. So in the FAQs, is a couple things that I wanted to draw attention to. There is some troubleshooting FAQs in here. So if you're having any kind of trouble, don't come to the team page first to ask questions about troubleshooting that stuff. There's a bunch of FAQs that they already have it in there. Troubleshoot BOD for 2B Mindset, getting started on 2B Mindset on Beachbody on Demand. There's so much already available. So just kind of giving you the heads up, go there to the back office if you're having any kind of questions. But what I'm about to give you right now, oh look, and Lauren just shared the link to the product toolkit that has a bunch of stuff. So you can start sifting through that now. So what I'm about to share, and I'm going to paste this into the chat window so you can go ahead and grab it. Hang on, let me grab it real quick. This is your kind of one-stop shop for my plan and Lauren's plan that we kind of come up with together. But this is what I'm going to kind of walk you through right now. All right, so I just popped it into the thread. Hopefully you guys have access to it. No sharing issues. All right, let me share my screen. And keep in mind that when I'm sharing screen, I cannot see comments. So I don't think I can. So if you want to speak up, go ahead and unmute yourself. That's totally fine. Okay, so I put that link to at the top of this. That's what the one that Lauren just shared in the chat thread. That's what that hyperlink is right there. So this is what I just shared with you. Everything that we've created and come up with is accessible right through this Google Doc. You'll see a bunch of people are looking at it at the same time. That's what all this means. So Lauren started with a nice, a huge folder. So props to Lauren. Lauren has spent a lot of time and energy learning about this program. She's probably watched a bazillion, 5 product trainings on this from different people. And she's been stalking Alana, her Instagram. So she knows a lot about it, and she's pulled together a lot of resources. So I just want to shout her out for the energy and time that she's put in. And she created our Fuel to Be Fierce info group. If you are not already in that group, see that link right there? Go ahead and add yourself, okay? This is an info group that she created that she's allowing us all to partner with her and to add people to. We're posting in there, sharing testimonials. I've shared some testimonials from my friends who are in the group. So get in that group if you're not in there. Uh-oh, what's happening to my screen? Am I doing that? Are you seeing the red stripes? Weird. I have no idea what that's all about. Oh, they're gone. Okay. Was that you, Lauren? How did that happen? Okay. Anyway, so we had started this with saying set a number of goal people you wanted to get into the group. At this point, I think it's important to set a goal. It's May 1st. Go ahead and decide right now, how many people do you want to bring on board for this program? Give yourself a goal of people you want to help with this program. Give yourself a target. You guys have heard me say this before. I believe very strongly in metrics for the purpose of challenging ourselves and stretching ourselves. I'll just see what I can do. I'll just help as many people as possible. If you don't give yourself something to stretch for, you don't really know what's possible. So give yourself some kind of target. It's not to say that you're a loser if you don't get there, or, it's just something to stretch you, because maybe you can do way more and you wouldn't have known if you didn't give yourself something to stretch for. So give yourself a number right now. Go ahead and share in the chat window how many people you're going to bring on board with this. I would love to hear it below. Give that affirmation. Speak it into existence. Next. All right. Who to invite? Former challengers. I know I have lots of people who are MIA. They're on and off again on their journey. They haven't figured out this piece. This is the perfect opportunity. So I'm inviting all my customers. You can go into your back office and you can run a report. I feel like Sarah Whiteside, are you here? I feel like you did a little tutorial on this, and I don't see that anymore on this document. If you wouldn't mind, if you're here, or maybe later if you aren't. She did a little like a video showing how to do that, how to run a report in your back office to get a list of your customers if you're new to that. And for those of you who have been around long enough to have that, I'm going to all my discount coaches who are like, MIA, inactive, to say, because generally that means if I haven't heard from them, they're not really responding to me. Generally that means, usually this is the case, is that they're kind of embarrassed. They've gotten off track. They're off the wagon again, and they're discouraged, and they're a little embarrassed about it. So this is an opportunity to say, hey, like, I don't know if this is something that would be up your alley, but here's this program. The way that it's described in the FAQs is, To Be Mindset is a weight loss program and breakthrough new way of eating that will have you feeling full and satisfied instead of hungry and deprived. No more counting calories or points, measuring food, or cutting food groups. You get to eat the foods you love and live your life. You will learn what to eat and when for your body and your weight loss goals. But what makes this program really unique is that it will change your mindset and help you conquer some of the underlying reasons you struggle to lose weight and keep it off. I'm going to repeat that again. It will help you conquer some of the underlying reasons you have struggled to lose weight and keep it off. I think that's what most people struggle with. They just don't recognize there's some underlying reason. To Be Mindset is designed to help you understand and conquer emotional eating. Who doesn't struggle with that? If any of y'all here don't struggle with that, get off my team. I'm just kidding. You're too perfect. I'm kidding. Thereby helping you create a better relationship with food and your body so you can lose weight happily and keep it off for good. That just sounds amazing right there, just saying. So I'm going to go through all my free groups, and I'm going to invite them to this info group at the very least, for sure. I am posting this link in my groups. Do you guys know how to do, how to link to groups? It's an option now in groups where you can, like, if you see the top of Team Phoenix, I'll have the Beachbody Champions group linked. It's just a way of sharing groups with a certain, like, say you're in a certain group, but you think there are groups they might be interested in. You share those so they're easily accessible. So I'm going to be doing that in my groups. Send an email, and you'll see there's a link right here for some sample scripts. You can invite to the sneak peek or the info group. We prefer that you link to the group rather than manually adding them, because Lauren has set up a little, like a little entry, couple questions at entry, and asks who are coaches. And I guess what is a question, like, why are they interested?
Yeah, it's like, why, it's like, what are you interested in? And it asks if they have a specific goal that they're going for. And while right now, like, only the admins can see it, and we're not able to see I know because I've been approving people and we've all been, it gets them thinking about what their goals are. So it sets their own intention when they're going in. And I also, when Nikki Johnson did her training on it, she recommended doing it that way also, just so that even when you're posting about it, in your own posts, like sharing that there is a group, putting the link, because sometimes people will just add themselves because they feel like it's more of just a creeper factor, but they don't feel as much pressure, because they're like, oh, I'm just gonna peek at this, and they just click it without even letting you know they're interested in it. They might not comment on your post, but they might just go right for the ad.
Right. And also, I think there's a lot of value in somebody opting into a group rather than I manually added them. They may or may not get that notification right away. And there is a psychology to, I'm choosing to be in this group because I know we're all in random groups that we didn't get added to. We don't know how we got added to. And you don't take them as seriously. You don't really think about them. So there's just something, that psychology of like opting in and requesting in. My Fierce Phoenix suggestion is to create an intake form for prospects to gather goals and email addresses. So this is a Google form. If that's new to you and scary to you, no big deal. Ask about their goals. Definitely get to know their goals. But this is just, and so you can copy this. This is what Sarah did a tutorial for. That's right. She showed you a little step-by-step. Look at that, man. Look at us getting all educational. So you don't have to, but it's a nice little step. And I love collecting email addresses to keep them all in one place. All right. So I shared this on the team page tonight. So this is an intentional way to start talking about this program without just being like, to be mindset, to be mindset. So I just encourage you to take a look at this and be intentional to start drawing interest. Like tomorrow, what if healthy eating didn't have to be overwhelming and confusing? You know, I don't have a good idea or like an example with this right now, but what I'm gonna encourage you guys to do, maybe in that post that I posted, is share what you're sharing. If you wouldn't mind screenshotting what you're posting, it would, you know, it'll inspire others or give them ideas on what they can post. I know people who are newer to the social media game, you know, they love to have inspiration, you know, on how to share about something without being salesy, without using, oh, just a reminder, I don't think it's necessary to use the words to be mindset. I think you do that, people can Google it and they don't need you anymore. You know, talk about this in more creative ways. If anybody has any ideas or suggestions, maybe you can post those in the chat. I don't know. Oh my gosh, there's 44. Holy smokes, I'm looking at the chat notifications, like 40. I hope y'all are having fun in there, but I don't know what's going on. There you go. It's like a notification of how many messages have happened since I looked, and it says 44, like you guys are having a party. Yeah, you can, I mean, mindset is a normal word. So yeah, I mean, I definitely think that's an appropriate word. But like Lauren said, a nutrition program or nutrition workshop. So yeah, awareness, my group that will help you with your awareness around your eating. I don't know, get creative. I also linked to some sample posts. Look at that, like you can get some inspiration there. Let me just open it up, see what we got. This is actually from my coach, Sarah Lenore, my success partner, Sarah Lenore. She has shared some post examples. Will you be honest with me? Which describes you. That's cool. People will drop emojis, and now you have a bunch of people to message. I love it. Here's Meg Kozlowski, a favorite coach of mine. What does she have to say? What if I told you I had a nutrition workshop where? I love that post. I think I might be ganking that from Meg. Yeah, that's good. So anyway, you can check out that link. We have a couple links that you can look through to kind of get your juices flowing. Some before afters, okay? Use these sparingly. You know, you don't want to spam people. You definitely want to sprinkle this all in with your other lifestyle, engagement, value posts. And the more of the posts that you're sharing about To Be Mindset are providing value in and of themselves, the better. If you don't already have a link tree set up on your Instagram, this is just an idea. Guys, you don't have to throw the whole kitchen sink. I'm just sharing different things that you may or may not want to implement and utilize. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I don't know about all this. This is just to get you thinking about ways that you can share. Linktree is just a way to get multiple links in your Instagram bio. You know, gone are the days of just having one link in your Instagram bio. This is a way that I can have people see the different things I have available. Like you'll see on this, I have a link to my Inside Look at Coaching, my free group this week, my 80-day group, and the mindset course, I'm calling it. I'm showing you how I linked my group page to the info group, okay? If you have a like page, something you can do. This is how to link, like I mentioned before. Maybe you want to put this in some free groups that you have, or if you have like a general accountability group, a VOD group. I don't know what kind of environments you've created, but putting that info group casually, people might opt in. So these are some ways to start posting on social media, but the action happens behind the scenes. You want to be obviously engaging with the people who are in, you know, who are, you've added to this group. You want to be connecting with the people who are liking these posts or responding to these posts, getting to know their goals, getting to know them, asking questions, getting them to talk, keeping them talking about themselves and their challenges, and being able to match their challenges with the solutions, or, you know, match our solutions with their challenges. So maybe if you put them into the group, be sure that you're tracking, like maybe a couple days later, you're following up to see if, what they're thinking, if they have any questions. Just don't dump people in a group and forget about them. Just be sure to track and follow up. And then I just shared this resource if you don't already know this exists in our back office, but this is a great resource to get you talking or get your prospect talking about their goals. If you're not really sure how to get there and get them to open up about their challenges. Because guys, the more people talk about themselves and they let you in, they've like created this vulnerability with you that they trust you so much more. So this is a great way to start to get, them going. So that's a resource for you. All right. An idea. I think this is Lauren's idea. I don't know. But she maybe a message thread of all the people that are interested in this, and you kind of have them talking to each other, creating hype. Maybe as they're signing up, they're sharing that, and it creates that FOMO. FOMO works, All right, May 2nd, send out those share cards if you haven't been on board. But just a reminder that we have an awesome feature of Share a Cart. It's the new system where we can pre-populate a cart with all of this selections somebody wants, like if they're getting a challenge pack, like what Shakeology flavor, and it sends them a customized enrollment link. If you don't know how to do that, you can click on that link, and I've even hyperlinked to our little tutorial. Let me check this chat real quick. This has Kim written all over it. We are kind of obsessed with Kim Carver, aren't we? Katie's asking, so when we run these groups, is an expectation that the people sign up will all purchase the 2B Mindset package? You mean as opposed to like the challenge pack or just the program itself? That's coming. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Carmen, it launches at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard. So I'm not going to be awake, but somebody might be. Chris says, I think before and after photos are also best in personal messages. I agree. Thanks for bringing that up, Chris. I think so too. The before afters, if they're done too much, they get a little spammy seeming. But if you're having a conversation with somebody or someone has commented a little emoji on a post and you're talking to them and they're like, kicking the tires, you can share it then, and then it's not, it's much more effective. I agree. So thanks for mentioning that. Oh, look, Ashley's got something up in here. Check out Ashley's little suggestion in the chat. Okay, so this is kind of small on this screen. Let me see if I can open it larger so you guys can see. Hey, Lauren, do you want to talk about this? So I'll let Lauren talk about this, but we have 2 environments for anybody who purchases 2B Mindset. There are going to be people who just opt in to the $99 program. And there are going to be people who want the challenge pack. And obviously, we're going to encourage that first. Obviously, and Alana is going to be talking a lot about Shakeology. She really believes in Shakeology strongly and its place in this program, but not everyone's going to go with it. We are going to be providing 2 different environments. And I'll let Lauren tell you about them, but I'll just give you my little spiel on that. If you feel like you want to take your own crew into your own group and do it like everybody in one place, by all means, do that. That is totally your prerogative. I know for me that there's going to be a lot of people that are interested, and I want to make sure that those people who are investing at a heavier, get more of my attention and support than the lower, cost, because I've had this experience with BOD often that those people can tend to go MIA, but I still support them. It's just a little bit different environment. It's not as hands-on day to day, but it still has something created. So I have that creative in general fitness groups. And so for 2B Mindset, we have something like that as well. So that's going to be a 30-day workshop. And then I'll let Lauren see they get a whole lot extra with the challenge pack. And then we're doing a little incentive. So I'll stop my talking. I'll let you speak about these groups. This is the link to it. This is a link to the folder that has even more stuff that might overwhelm you, but it's awesome to have. So just know that that's there. See, we have, oh my gosh, look at all this awesomeness. Okay, Lauren, would you mind sharing about the different environments?
No, I'm good. Do you want me to share my screen and make the graphic bigger?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
you can have it pulled up on your.
I have it on my desktop somewhere.
Yeah, Lauren will share when the groups start. So if you don't mind, Lauren, sharing like when we're going to do the prep week and the.
I can share all.
I really just wanted to eat my mango. That's all it was. Just kidding.
You eat that mango. I will pull this stuff up. Okay, here we go. Let me. Oh, I know. Give me 1 second. All right, so as far as timing, I'll just talk about the timing while I'm pulling up this graphic that Megan did. That's really nice. Basically, so it launches tomorrow, and we are going to have our prep week will start May 14th. So, so technically, if you still will have a little leeway between the 14th and 21st as far as content that's going into the group. But that is when it will be starting up. And let me pull up. Why is it not? Oh, I got it. All right, here we go. Okay, now I'm going to share my screen so I can actually share something with you. All right. Okay. Okay, so can you guys see that now? Or is it? Can zoom in.
Yeah, it's kind of small, but
here.
There you go.
Better. Okay. So, here. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, I'll do one. All right. So here's it blown up a little bit for you. So here we have, so this is a great way to show your customers what's going on. So we have, you have your choose your path. So we have the Powerhouse, which is BOD and Shakeology and 2B Mindset. We have the Rockstar package, which is Shakeology and 2B Mindset. And then we have the basic package, which is obviously just the 2B Mindset kit and has the pricing here for the promo period. The Powerhouse and Rockstar, so if they get either challenge pack, that will include 30-day nutrition workshop. So that will be a more in-depth group. It'll be smaller, obviously, where they're going to have their daily accountability check-ins, which are going to be tailored to the accountability that goes with 2B Mindset. Weekly calls. So they actually built in weekly calls into like the posting schedule and just the format of the groups. So, and just in case you haven't watched any training on it, they're calling these success groups versus challenge groups, because the idea is challenge group is more like a short-term concept of like pushing yourself for short-term, and they want this to be more considered like long-term success, like a way of a lifestyle change, a way of implementing eating. So I'm trying to see if I can't really see the chat, so I'm sorry if I'm not really helpful with any questions. So yeah, so that will be the 14th, will be when the prep week starts for the 30-day nutrition workshop. They'll have the daily accountability check-ins, which will be like a Google form, kind of like 80-day obsession. It'll just be 2B Mindset. We'll have the weekly calls. We're gonna, I think those will be Sundays, and we're gonna have a morning and an evening option, since we have different time differences. Special guest speakers, so they'll have access to that, and prizes. So the idea for the prizes would be kind of like for the daily accountability check-in, For example, everyone who shares a picture of their tracker, or eventually when there's the app, they could screenshot their tracker of food for the day. If they drop it in the comments, that would like enter them in for a weekly prize drawing. So just ways of keeping them accountable to actually like following through on the principles of the program. And then they would also get access to our lifetime community for continued support. For basic, they would have access to that lifetime community, because we obviously want to offer them some support. We don't want to just have people buy things and then just go off wherever. It just won't be as in-depth. So definitely stress the importance of the support and being successful for the program. I mean, it's way more than worth upgrading to the Rockstar Powerhouse package. And obviously this, if you have someone who's already on Shakeology and they just get the basic, they count too. It's just they need to be on Shakeology basically to be in the 30-day nutrition workshop. So they don't have to like get a whole new challenge pack if they're already on Shakeology. Yes. And that graphic we can put that in the drive too, and it'll be up in the we're putting it up in the Fuel to Be Fit Fierce group, right, Megan? Yeah, that'll be going up in there tomorrow. So this will actually be, so if you have anyone in there, they're going to see this. So it'll already be kind of outlined so they can see like these two packages get this, and this package over here, you will get the lifetime group. It just won't have as in-depth of the extras, if you will. So, so that is kind of the difference between the groups. So you want to make sure that you're obviously communicating that to them as an awesome extra incentive for getting that support. So I don't know, anything else I'm missing on that, Megan? Oh, and then of course, we're doing a fun drawing in there in that Fuel to Be Fierce group for our customers. It's separate from the coach's awesome shoe drawing. This is for challengers. But this is open for May 2nd through the 13th. So if they order by the 13th, they can qualify for this awesome like sample of everything package, which is really amazing because Alana will be, yeah. So here's everything that's in there. So I don't know how much everyone has actually looked at the program, but Alana is like a huge fan of like Daily Sunshine and the bars and stuff, and they fit into her what she considers like a healthy snack and the portions and whatnot for it. So so all of that will integrate into the program. So like this is an awesome, and they're gonna even have like, I think they said a week or two after they launch, there's gonna be either a video or some type of written resource that they talk about how to integrate the performance line if you are working out and using the performance line, how that works into 2B Mindset. So she's like a huge fan of all the products, and they're all going to be integrated and usable for 2B Mindset. So this is awesome for anyone because they can try out all of the products and be using them, and it's completely appropriate to the 2B Mindset program there. So that is what they get entered in for. Should I say what the entries are for, Megan? Do you need me? Should I go break that down?
You mean, oh, like one entry for, yeah.
Okay. This is a Team Phoenix prize.
This one is this is for our customers.
For customers. So so it'll be, yeah, so this will be customers. The shoes are coaches, whoop, whoop, Nikes. But we wanted something that wasn't so necessarily like fitness related, because some people might not really be focusing on fitness for 2B Mindset. They might just really need to focus on nutrition. So this gives them a little taste of everything. So basically how it'll work is it'll be like the ring the bell, like what we're doing in our team page. They'll get one entry for purchasing a basic package. They'll get 2 entries if they do a challenge pack, And for everyone that so if they refer someone to their coach, so if you have a challenger and they refer their friend and their friend signs up, they get another entry. So they can get additional entries for referring people. So that should have some built-in referrals, hopefully, for some of you guys out there. But that's how we'll do the entries for it. And they'll have until the 13th to order and qualify for the prize. So it'll give them enough time to do it, purchase, and then hop into the group.
And just a heads up, they'll need to be in the Fuel to Be Fierce info group to be able to be in this raffle, because the way that you enter into it is you ring the bell. This is going to be a post like pinned in the just like the post in our team page, like it's ring the bell when you've ordered. So they'll have to ring the bell, just like post under the comment under it. That's kind of that entry. So just keep that in mind, that they'll need to be in this group. So and what else? Oh, just so you guys know, if you don't already know this, I created this graphic from the new $75 coach sampler they just started offering. So that's what this part of this graphic is. I'm actually hiding 2 of the items that actually come in that coach sampler. If you don't already know about the coach sampler, it's a really amazing way to try all of the products if you haven't already. Some of you newer coaches may not have run the gamut of all of our products, but they do this really awesome, super discounted sampler. So it's $75. So behind those 2, the beach bars are not part of it. The chocolate bars or the beach bars are hiding a 10-pack sampler of Hydrate and a 10-pack sampler or 10-pack single servings, I should say, of Hydrate and Energize. That's where that's hiding behind it. So just so you know, I don't know what the cost would be if you were to buy those separately. It'd be more than $75, even with our coach discount. So just know that, just for your own FYI. And that's just a good way, even you can use them for samples for people, customers. I wanted to mention, just a reminder too, if anybody of your coaches or customers do sign up, but later on want to become a coach, they can still get into the test group as long as they do that, I believe, before the 3rd. Is that my understanding? Is that correct, Lauren?
Yes. So anyone that, decide if they order a challenge pack tomorrow and decide in 3 weeks that they would love to be a coach and get in on the test group, they can upgrade, and it's in the FAQs of how to do it. But they still can access that.
Okay.
Before the 3rd.
Cool. But we're definitely trying to help get them purchasing this sooner than later, which is why we're using that May 13th date as kind of that incentive, the raffle, and that prep week. They'll have time to get into that prep week and then a hard start on the 21st. Melody, what post did you share? Melody is saying she has 3 people interested just from her post. She's all caps. I don't know. Go see Melody Atkins post and see what she's doing, because apparently it's effective.
And off of what Megan's saying, it's the same thing for coaches. So if you haven't seen the drawing yet, that one is for May 2nd through the 6th, which obviously is a shorter period of time, but there's a purpose behind it. And that is, getting this sooner than your folks are, so you can start actually going through the videos and getting a basic understanding, so you can better give them information and better be prepared to coach them through it, and also to get in on that coach's test group, because from my understanding, it pretty much will start. She'll be putting content in there right away as soon as there's a launch and people start getting approved into it. So bring a current. What's your light bulb moment, Jessica? You can't just bring a current BOD customer in who purchases a Shakeology Challenge Pack into coach group. They must be signed up as a coach. For Alana's coaches only test group, it is only coaches.
Right. Yes, for her coach only test group.
The actual signed up coaches.
Right, but they can sign up as a coach with that Shakeology Challenge Pack. If they want to be in a coach group, they can enroll. And I'm assuming you mean completion pack? Jessica. If that's the case, then they can sign up with that completion pack as a coach and gain access, as long as they get as long as they're getting the To Be Mindset. So I'm guessing you would get the To Be Mindset challenge pack in that case. So yeah, they could go in as long as they enrolled as a coach. I hope I answered that. Didn't talk around that too confusingly.
Are there any questions on that?
Go ahead, speak up, y'all. Unmute yourself.
I just wanted to make sure you guys got that the dates are slightly different for the drawings for coaches and the reason why. Because it should, I think they said on average it takes people about a week to kind of go through the videos. I mean, you could obviously sit through and watch them all in a day, but you're probably not going to obtain all the information the best that way. So I think she says it takes about a week or so for people to kind of get through the videos. And then, you probably are going to have to watch them a few times to kind of absorb certain aspects and get reminders on them.
Yeah. I just think that's a good idea for us to watch the videos as much as we can before people. Any questions? Anything?
I have a question.
Go for it.
So you kind of said this at the beginning as far as, I guess my question is is this kind of just what you and Laura are thinking to for what we can do, or kind of running this together as a Team Phoenix group?
Yeah, the idea is, if you'd like to, this is available to you to partner with us. Anybody who wants to partner with us in running the group, we'll create a template of sorts to give people responsibility who want to do that and show up as a leader. Now, I totally understand people might want to do their own things, and established coaches might choose to do that. But I know most of you are pretty busy, and it's not a good idea to be running crazy groups if it keeps you from actually doing your vital behaviors. So, and I see that happening a lot. I'm just managing all these groups. I can't do my vitals. Well, partner with people. Go get a success partner. Join the team environments. I have a group I do 2 groups every single month just to have an environment for my coaches who want to partner. Because I know that some people it's just too much to learn a new business, do their vitals, and run their own challenge groups. That there might be time for that as they streamline their processes and get efficient and use automation things and stuff. So I want you to know I always have that available, and this is what could be for you. Never let running a group keep you from building your business, because it's easy. It's so easy. We don't want to let down the people that we already brought in, so we favor that instead of growing our business and building our network and warming up our market and talking to people. So as much as you can leverage your team, the better. Plus, let me tell you this success in this business is about duplication. If your challengers see you being a superwoman, they are terrified of this. So don't be so super. Don't be so extra. They want to see, okay, there's partnership here. People lean on each other. Okay, maybe I could do this. But if you're super awesome all the time and you seem super awesome, they might think you're super awesome. Good for you. Good for your ego. But you're not going to build a team who actually feels confident. So the more you can show them how community helps them, the better.
So Stephanie, it looks so the answer I think to your question is that so basically there's 3 groups that we're talking about. There's Alana's Coaches Only Tech group that is just coaches, that's run through Beachbody. Alana is hosting that, and she's giving her own coaching through it. So it's really beneficial to get in on that group, because who better to get information from and trickle it out to your own people than Alana herself. And then we have the 2 groups that are through Team Phoenix. So anyone who wants to partner and do those groups, that is open to anyone. The only difference is that one is a lifetime community where anyone who gets To Be Mindset at all will go into. And then there's kind of the VIP experience, if you will, of if they are on Shakeology, then they will be in the 30-day workshop. And that's where we have like the guest calls, weekly calls that they can get on. And it's really awesome. Like Beachbody provided a ton of resources. So if you go into the product toolkit, you'll see it, but they literally even outline what you are supposed to cover on calls. Like it's all right there. So yes, so that is, I know it's a little confusing. We just wanted to make sure that we had some type of support for anyone who got the kit, because it's a totally different program than just shoving them into like your other challenge group. They might not follow it along as well, but still have a way for them to get support.
Yeah, I get that that's all very confusing. You don't have to opt into the two different like challenge groups yet. The info group is what you currently, want to be in and attract people to, and then they'll take a different path. They'll take a path. And beyond that first 30-day workshop, I don't really know. I'll keep you posted, but we might, we might make it a revolving group of some sort where our next 30-day window, we can have that conversation in no time. I'm not trying to create.
We're tweaking it to kind of see what happens with the app as well, because once that releases, we don't really know how that's all going to be integrated into everything. So until we can see that, it makes it kind of hard. But yeah, so it's just basically think about exclusive group for those on Shakeology, and then the lifetime community. It's kind of like for anyone who's done Ultimate Reset, like that group just kind of sits there and people can post as they're doing the program and get support. But it's an ongoing group instead of having to run that one over and over and over again. People can share recipes and whatnot.
Right. Janelle, you asked if Laura and I are running those two groups. I would like to say we are facilitating them, meaning like we don't want to be in charge. We want to partner.
Yeah,
I'm in charge of way too much. No, then we're facilitating a partnership. So whoever wants to partner will facilitate the execution of us doing it together. So we're, if that makes sense. Yeah.
And don't forget, just because I know it seems like a million groups right now, but don't forget as you're getting started to still be kind of posting excitement in the info group that you guys are already in, if you're already in that Fuel to Be Fierce, because there are going to be people who don't sign up right away, and you want to create that FOMO for them to want to join on if they don't, join up by the May 14th. So, feel free to be kind of sharing any wins that you're having during the program and stuff. Is that fear of missing out?
I saw a post from Lisa Marzavia tonight. And I don't know if this was, I'm assuming it was intentional, but as you're watching these videos and as you are getting to be familiar with Ilana's like little sayings and phrases, I've picked up on a lot just from following her social media. But I saw I just wanted to shout out Lisa, for a post that said something like coffee first or something like that. I was talking about drinking her coffee first, but then she was talking about the transition to water first. Well, I think maybe Lisa knows a secret that Ilana talks about. She has these little hashtags and these little phrases. It's like water first, veggies most, or whatever. I don't know how it all outlines I don't really know at all. I just know because the test group people, they kept we are in such a lockdown. They weren't allowed to say hardly anything. They weren't allowed to say that. But I think Ilana's been using those hashtags, and so we're starting it's starting to leak out a little bit. So I'm wondering if Lisa is catching that vibe and is already starting to plant these seeds. It's brilliant. So as you're watching the videos and you're hearing Ilana's things that she talks about, by the way, the little water bottle has the phrases on them. Like veggies most is something apparently, but maybe you're sharing a picture of a meal that you've put mostly veggies on your plate and you're just kind of planting that seed and whatever. So think about savvy ways you can get people interested and plant seeds of this program as you're watching the videos. Water first, veggies most. I think chocolate please is something too. I like that one. I look forward to hearing more about that. Okay, lots of excitement. It's 10 o'clock. So let's get out of here. But yeah, I'm going to just encourage you guys obviously, if you want to get into the raffle for the Nikes, you got to order between May 2nd and May 6. So to post, ring the bell tomorrow. And that little social media plan's in there. Please share any of the things that you're doing as much as you can to encourage and inspire others. Like comment below to help boost this for everyone. Okay, y'all, have a great night. Get excited and happy To Be Mindset launch day. Good night.